And we're back. It's time for more Theros Chaos. It has been a little bit of a while, but we are back in the horrifying deserts of Phobos with our party full of Chaos Gremlins. Cast your mind back. What do you remember from the last session?
Sand.
Do you remember sound?
Lots of wonderful sand.
We were in that little town thing.
There was a small encampment right on the edge of the desert.
Yeah, that thing.
Is that the one with the bear?
No, that was
No.
the actual town rather than the handful of tents.
I tried to help. They refused, so I just put water on the floor instead.
Yep. That's
We left.
well,
Found some
before you
ogres.
left, you investigated the medical tent where a serpentine lamia was trying to keep some of the adventurers that had gone into the desert alive, and they looked like they had been physically dehydrated, as in not just normal, I haven't had a drink of water in days, but had the water sucked out of their bodies, which is why you wanted to give them water. And I believe you actually worked out what was causing such horrible, horrible things. Sandpires. Which caused the freak out about sandpires.
Mogus healed one of them, sort of.
So Mogus certainly tried. You restored some of the blood to a very bloodless orc, I believe it was. Then investigated the main tent where there was a bit of a nerd who was obsessing over all of these artifacts dug up from the desert and was hiring adventurers to go in, collect all these treasures for them and bring them back. To which Skirts wanted to unwrap one of the mummies that he had in there, and he staunchly refused. And you know how the party gets when somebody tells them no, so he walked away.
We definitely should have gone back after dark, though. We need to know what the sandpipers look like.
I just realized we never went on a rescue mission for Charlie. Charlie.
In Olanton?
Yeah.
No, he lives there now. But if Scuts ever finds out that guy doesn't take care of Charlie, he's in for it.
Oh yeah, the exploding snail. I had forgotten
Yeah,
that.
the mollusk.
We did have a discussion about going on a rescue mission for him.
I'm sure you'll find him again. He'll show up. One last thing you did at the camp was there was the obelisk that was covered in runes that you didn't fully understand, other than the bottom part of it, which had been scrubbed clean and then written in common, different people's names. But you wanted to investigate it because at the top, Skirts saw some shiny rock, and you wanted the shiny rock. So you made yourself big, and then made yourself even bigger, and stole the shiny rock. Well done. It was a shiny
fire.
It was a bright red rock that said fire on it. Good old naming conventions. You slept under the sand, having to work out how to fit everybody in a Leomund's tiny hut when you've got two size large creatures. You made it work. Before heading into the desert where you found it was 3 giants that were starved and trying to eat the bones of a dead dragon. You butchered them. They got a couple of hits in, but they did not survive long. And as you were poking around their bodies, and I believe Mr. Burble started eating part of the dragon as well, the dragon started twitching and pulling itself together And that's where we are starting off, as I believe the last thing that happened was Sogeg decided to put his hand in the dragon's mouth, and the dragon bit him.
It really hurt.
So, we will kick right off with asking everyone to roll initiative, please.
Pow.
Ignore the name of that one, that's not actually what it's supposed to be called. I don't know why it's actually done that. I've
No,
changed
no.
all the names on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
New Skywrite, and they wrote Adult Blue Dracolich in the sky. Ooh.
Don't forget to roll for your companions as well.
Oh, yes. Come on, give me that big roll. How? Oh yeah, you're a constant source of disappointment.
Okay, well, first to react, probably feeling the tug on his jaws as the pelvic bone tries to pull away, is Mr. Burbles.
Oh, birds.
You got this, burbs.
He's going to. He's got a bone in his mouth. It started to vibrate. He's gonna run with his bone.
He's going to try and pull the bone away.
Yeah, he's gonna try to pull the bone away. I thought he'd already dislodged it.
He has dislodged it, but it is being magically pulled back towards the skeleton, so he need to basically try and break that. So I need...
So he's playing tug of war with
Basically, yeah, he's playing tug of war, like he would do with an actual dog.
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check from Mr. Burbles.
Come on, Burbles. You really, really, really want this pelvis.
He
you
tugs
go, what's
and
it?
pulls, and it's touch and go. He's trying, but it's pulling back just as hard until eventually he manages to just about dislodge it, almost stumbling back a bit, not expecting it to fully snap, or the connection to this bone snap. And yes, he manages to essentially grapple free the pelvic bone of this dead dragon.
Okay, then he is going to use the rest of his movement to go.
So it would be your action to take the pelvic bone
Yes.
as he runs away.
Sorry,
with
then his
chew
movement.
toy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to keep it from being sucked back. It's his.
Is that everything?
And that's his turn. Yep.
Okay. Nadryn.
Wait, real quick. Scuts has advantage on initiative, and I rolled a 14, and I also rolled a 20. So I don't know why the 20 is not there.
Because it always takes your second roll for roll 20, so you need to. Okay. So, yes, Scuds would be next then.
All right. To which, seeing the bones begin to. Seeing the struggle that Mr. Burbles had, she's gonna walk up and we're gonna. Okay, nobody's around. We're gonna safely go into a rage. As she just, she gets really excited.
I mean,
Thinking about
your
how
car's
big
there.
this
Gotta be careful
bone
with
dragon
your
is.
cauldron car.
That'll be
You
fine.
can take a ding.
Barbarian. Light bends in fear of your rage.
Okay.
You and anything you are wearing or carrying becomes invisible for a minute.
So we have invisible Scuds.
Ooh.
This effect ends early when you attack or if you trigger another wild magic surge.
Yeah.
So
Magic.
if I
If you immediately attack
maggot.
something, yeah, it's going to end.
Okay.
But the
So-
attacks would be at advantage because it can't see you.
Fair enough. Well, she blinks out for a moment before she reemerges, as she's just bringing down the granny stick. Oh, Mr. Burbles! He's got a good idea. All right, granny stick.
what end of the granny stick are you using?
The bludgeoning one.
The big smashy
and
one.
I've got my. Yep. Okay. Cool. Checking that I've got all the correct rage modifiers. And I guess.
You would
Should
be
be
an
requested.
advantage for this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so firstborn is. So you smash incredibly hard into this thing, and its dry, brittle bones just shatter as you see part of its ribcage just turn into bone powder.
This is fun, you guys. She just like is chuckling as she's swinging through. Yeah, and I can't use the Kraken till my next turn. So, I believe
You've got a
we're
second
just
attack.
on to another attack.
Yeah. You're also flanking with Sogeg, so you would have a +2, but that's fine. So that's
Bonk.
sadly a pretty low roll on that one, but it's still 14. Again, another bonk, and its brittle bones just cannot stand up to the sheer bludgeoning force of the granny stick as just bits of it turn to dust.
All right. Yeah. You just hear Scuds hooting and hollering, having a good time, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Nadryn.
I'm gonna move to here, which puts me. I actually want. Which puts me in range of both of them.
Why is Nadryn using a measuring tape in this great battle? Put the tape away.
And I am going to cast Enlarge Reduce, and I'm gonna twin spell it.
Okay. Are you making them bigger or smaller?
I'm making both of them bigger.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
And
So
I need
your
to-
hype woman goes off, which gives you bonuses as well now.
It does, but I just need to make sure I'm taking my sorcery points away. How many is it? I'm
It's
not used
equal to
this.
the spell that you use, so it'll be 2 sorcery points, I believe.
2 sorcery points. Oh, I've only got. That's fine. I've got charges on my hat.
That is true. You can also turn spell slots into sorcery points and vice versa. And you've also got the Nyx Lotus as well, which should have 9 spell charges.
It does.
So.
It does. I've also got 3 hat charges. I don't remember.
And you've got
what that
hats. That I can't remember what
I've
the
got a
hat does.
hat, I've got
the hat
Nyx
does do
Lotus.
something. So
I just don't remember.
Neil could also give you spell slots back. There's ways of getting sorcery
I've got a
points back.
lot of
You're
spell
all right.
slot gaining. And
Any bonus actions?
I think that'll be me. Wait, what does Hype Woman do again?
You could also use the extra 10 feet of movement from casting a spell if you want to shift anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm gonna just scoot back a
That's
little bit.
probably wise.
And okay, right. Yeah, that'll be me.
Okay. It is the dragon skeleton's turn. And, well, it is going to lash out as best it can at the things nearby. So it is going to try and bite Sogeg again.
I'd like to see it even try and hit.
It's a 19.
Pathetic. Sogeg.
Should be a pulled your shield back out of its mouth. to
Just
make sure
about.
he's got it. Yeah.
Being this big though, I can't. Usually I hide like the piss stains, but it's just a bit of a puddle forms underneath Sogeg. Ooh.
You're going to try and claw at Neil. 17 to hit.
No, my boy.
Doing 16 slashing.
No.
And then try and flick Scuds with its tail.
Oh.
28 to hit.
Oh,
Doing 16 bludgeoning. You drop down to 8. And then it would also take 5 fire damage.
I didn't realise I got that lucky with the bite.
Yeah, it rolled pretty low, to be perfectly honest.
Ooh.
Okay, Neil.
Is going to. No, he doesn't like that he just got hit. He's gonna try and bite. So
Give it a nibble.
not at advantage.
You could always try and do a Mr. Burples thing and take a chunk of it and run away with it. As that definitely hits. Are his attacks magical?
I don't think so.
That's fair.
Why are you asking?
I don't know. Just out of mild curiosity. Don't worry about it.
I don't see anything that
So
says that
that's,
his
yeah.
attacks are magical.
But it is grappled because for some reason, teeny tiny Neil could hold in place the entire dragon.
And
Neil.
You either choose to keep chomping down, or you could try and.
yeah, he's gonna
Now he's
try
grappled, he
and
can
chomp down.
run away.
Yeah.
That is also a hit.
And
Neil
this
taking
time,
no prisoners.
this time he's gonna try and
Try and run away.
run away.
Pull the bone out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a athletics check, please.
Athletics is
Strength.
right. Oh.
He's too busy chowing down on it as opposed to actually remembering he needs to run away with it. Considering how well he was rolling, god damn.
He got his nat one out. It's
He
okay.
got getting them out of the way early. Anything else from Neil?
That's it
Okay.
for him.
Bennett.
Bennett is going to try and bane it.
Try and bane it. I don't think is there a save against being baned? I think it's a wisdom save, isn't it?
Charisma saving
It's charisma.
throw.
Ooh.
There's the natural 20.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm kind of siding with this dragon. It's so charismatic. It's like, hey, you're pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I kind of like it. Maybe we should see if he wants to be part of our party.
Who wants the dragon skeleton companion? Yeah, who's going to tame it?
It's got to be Bennett, really.
And Bennett, that was his action.
That was his action, yeah.
So he is going to bonus action hide behind this rock.
Hide behind the rock. Make a stealth check.
Stealth check.
Bennett
Don't know why I have advantage.
crouches
on.
down and turns invisible.
Am I supposed to have advantage on for that? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not off the top of my... Oh, maybe. I'm sure he has an epithet that gives him advantage when in cover. Unseen.
You can try and hide when lightly obscured.
Oh, no, it's just the fact that you can try and lightly
Yeah.
hide. Okay, then...
He's
no,
still
it
got a
wouldn't be.
21 anyway.
Still got a 21,
So,
which is pretty darn good.
and that will be Bennett.
Okay, Zolk, on your scooter.
It's
time to have some fun.
Ominous.
So I'm gonna scoot back 40 feet and then run 60 feet right into the dragon.
Okay, you just go for a headlong charge into it. Fantastic.
Yes.
This has never gone wrong before.
Literally never worked. One day.
What's the downside?
Okay, I need to remember the rules on crashing into creatures. So it needs to see if it can get out of the way.
It is
It
prone.
can't. It is. It's not prone. It is restrained. Not restrained. It's grappled. It's got 0 movement speed. So it cannot move it. Well, it theoretically could move out the way, but I prefer it not moving out the way because it's funnier. Have a look at the nightmare vehicle crashing into creatures. So you moved 60 feet into it.
Yes.
So that would be 66 bludgeoning. It's too big for the slicing wheels to do any extra damage.
It is psychic damage at the moment.
But it is psychic damage. I wonder if you can get into the dragon's brain.
Wait a minute.
Oh god.
Okay, and I need to also see... Oh yeah, it's immune to its own crashing damage because it's psychic damage. You made it psychic damage.
Yes.
Okay, you slam bodily into the leg of this dragon skeleton, and it just splinters underneath you as you crash straight through it.
Alright. And then I'm going to hopefully not roll anything too badly. As, where is it? Skaven Skull, spend... We are going
True,
to...
that was just your movement.
Yeah. So here is a lightning bolt for the dragon.
Okay, where are you aiming it?
Straight line... No, that's moving me. That would go badly.
A straight line.
Line
Oh,
like that.
Okay, yeah. You do manage to get the right line to not hit anybody else.
So it's a disadvantage DC 14.
Advantage on a dex save. Got that natural one. Yes, it takes 31 points of lightning damage as it zaps through the skeleton of this dragon, and it seems to crackle, almost cover the entire thing, but seemingly just bounce off entirely, just sort of not really slowing it or affecting it in any capacity.
Right.
Maybe it
Onto
was
the
a
scary
lightning
part.
dragon when it was alive. I need you to ring the bell.
Zork, you didn't read the sky right. It had it damage immunities.
There we go.
Okay. That's what we like to say.
Disadvantage. Yay, not me.
The cone. There we go. 20-foot cone. So that. Okay, it's just Zolk, Scuds, and the dragon skeleton.
This time.
I do the same thing because I'm the same distance away.
And it's a 14 to beat. And it's a con save.
Ah,
Oh!
It's Zork as well. Ooh.
Oh my god.
How?
Okay, so
And Scuts needs to make one too?
Scuds has move on.
There it is.
I believe you. Oh yeah, that's from the granny stick. So Scuds saves, but Zolk and the
do?
dragon don't. It's a 14 to beat because it's off of Zolk's spellcasting DC.
yeah, my DC's garbage.
But I accidentally rolled at advantage, and
Oh, were you not at advantage for that one?
I don't
Then
believe so.
I
no.
will I'll give Scott's Flash of Genius for a
Okay.
+3 then.
Then yeah, you,
So I'll
you
hurt
now
myself.
succeed. Yeah.
Ow.
Zero and the dragon take 9 points of necrotic damage.
I wonder if the bone dragon takes necrotic.
I wonder.
I go down.
Oh yeah, you're at 1 health.
Oh my god.
You've
I
already,
forgot I was on 1.
you've already used the come back from death once.
I just look with a very disappointed. It's
It
like
just
watching
slides
someone-
off the side of the thing. And,
You just rode your scooter into a wall and sort of like blew yourself up.
look, crashing the scooter
beautiful.
did actual damage. He then cast a lightning bolt at the dragon skeleton that did nothing and then blew himself up.
I respect it.
I
God
forgot I
damn,
was on
respect
1.
it.
That was some pro Zolk skills.
I might have to put this sword of shame on Zolk. I'm tempted.
Can you make the condition don't fuck it up next time?
Classic.
I guess that's my turn.
So, because I'm trying to think through your abilities. You've already used your heroic destiny, so that doesn't trigger. Do you have anything else that brings you back to a 1 hit point?
Savaganda.
You had Phoenix feathers, but they've been used. I don't know if I've given you a come back from death epithet yet.
Well, in terms of active epithets, definitely not.
Then there we go. Okay.
You're good.
You'll be
Scuts will cry for you. You're not a Pokemon. I can revive you.
Well, Pogeg seeing this glory. What does he do?
With the rules of enlarge, reduce, how does that scale with pockets?
Your clothes grow with you.
I don't think Poga can get out of Sogeg's pocket.
He can try and climb.
Gonna have to. Oh, he's very dexterous actually.
It'd be an acrobatics check from him.
Pogeg vertical leaps straight up with his iron boots. Oh.
The iron boots keep him weighed down. I'll still let him move out of the pocket. It would just be half speed.
Pogeg stays in the pocket, and you'll just hear muffled cheers of "Go get him, boss!" as he's going to be very helpful, and he's going to help Sogeg.
That's very nice of him.
I'm helping
Well, Sogeg.
Sogeg.
Does Pogeg help?
Sogeg actually, you see his knees buckle.
Oh, actually, that was
He
only
screams
Pogeg's bonus action. Did he want to take any actions?
Nah, he's just mad chilling, honestly.
Okay, he's just mad chilling.
This is
He's
his thing.
vibing.
Just chilling in the big pocket. It's quite nice. Well, Sogeg's going to let out a howl of pain. I'm going to look to Nadryn. Your evil spells, Nadryn. You've inflicted hideous poison on my snakes. Look at these sick pythons. As Sogeg is just going to pump his biceps, now size huge. Behold, the rightful king of the sands.
I would have given
I
you
looked-
advantage on that, even if Pogeg didn't help you.
I'm just going to look to this pathetic dragon. As I just know, as rightful king of the sands, my words of power are going to speak true. As I speak out, blow up dragon
What level are you going to cast it?
2.
Okay, so you can roll twice and pick the effect that you want, and it'll do 3d8 of whatever it does.
Is it? I always forget. I should just read.
There should be a button called Words of Power to press.
There is. I'm being dense. Oh, yeah, I can piss off.
So you can either offer patience or lash of courage something.
You know what? I speak out, offer my words to the sands of Phoberos, and I only see one of our party members not showing courage and strength, will. I'm gonna lash of courage, Zolk.
Okay.
Get lashed.
Let me have a look. Give me a ranged attack roll against Zolk's AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll 3d8 for me, Sogeg.
I hurl the javelin of courage.
Zolk, you gain 11 temporary hit points.
Rise, minion.
Temporary hit points don't count as normal hit points.
Well, they don't, do they? No.
But it means that if Zolk gets a single point of healing, he'll then have 11 temporary hit points to not die with.
Hold on a mo. Hold on a mo.
Also,
No, action.
isn't reckless suicide true courage?
I'm giving you courage. Now, I guess, yeah. It's more badass than courage,
But
I'd
I
say.
think that the key word is that the only person who could see not being courageous, considering Bennett's hiding
Yeah.
behind a rock and everybody can't see him.
Bennett's
Mr.
doing
Burbles is
great.
also
Okay, he's vibing.
He be doing good. Is Sogeg with the rest of his ability action, bonus action? Just gonna quickly have a read. Pulls out his spell book. He's through the pages.
Pulls out his little reading glasses that are now too small for his face.
What have you done to me, Nadryn? I
Giving
love.
you bigger legs.
Yeah,
That's true.
they're now normal sized legs.
Crush you. For mocking my powerful legs, Sogeg calls to the sky as his new biceps even call out the gods, even call out the DM gods as I say, behold, the annoying spell, the forbidden one. Cast spiritual weapon to spite our DM. It's a
Wow.
bonus action.
Why would you do this?
You have to.
I'm
Oh,
surprised
you can't do that. You cast a spell this turn.
I cast a spell. For some reason, I was thinking my biceps.
Oh, I panicked for a second.
I try and spite the gods too much in Sogeg. Sogeg's still not. I feel like if I was a size larger, I could actively cheat. Not there yet. Not there yet. Then I'll just sort of like swivel around, just showing off my biceps for the world to see.
I thought you had Pogag help you for abilities that doesn't need help.
I mean, he helped me with my display of mightiness. I might have pulled a
That's fair.
tendon.
Scuds, we're on to you.
Seeing Zolk. Be Zolk. We'll use a charge of healing light and use a bonus action. So you just see like a spark jump from her horn, and she's like, "Zolk, you gotta get back up, buddy!" And you get that's a good roll, actually.
Is it
Yeah,
just
I've
D6 that you don't
Oh,
add a level to it or anything like that? Granted, it'd be your warlock level if it was, which is 1.
I'd take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything is better
No,
than not being alive.
I have as many dice as I
It's
do
based on
warlock
dice.
levels.
Okay.
So I have 2 in my pool because it's 1 warlock level plus 1. So I can use 2 dice and add them together, but
Okay.
then I can't help anybody else.
So Zolk, you gain 5 points of healing. So you've got that plus your 11 points of temporary hit points.
That's enough.
Okay. And seeing her little rat friend
You
doing
also
better,
do gain a
she'll-
level of exhaustion from going to 0 hit points.
All right, yeah.
I also need you to. Let me have a quick check. Give me a wisdom saving throw, please. Okay. You gain the following flaw. Your flesh appears withered and gaunt. You look almost like you'd very suddenly lost a lot of weight.
Fucking trims up.
Put there. I have to put the actual wording there.
Oh man. Guts is kind of afraid she broke him and not made him better.
He's
But
looking
she's gonna
like
just-
he's missing a few pieces, yeah.
sh-
You might need to go to Granny. She could fix him.
No.
she could.
She'd
But
stick.
that's not what I want to send to Granny right now.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
No, my Kraken's gift is a bonus action, isn't it?
It is a bonus action.
No. All right. Well. I can't stuff it in my shirt this time. Okay, we'll
This
keep
time.
wearing it down. As she's gonna just keep knocking some more bones off. She's gonna try to trim it down, make it nice and streamlined for her to stuff down her shirt in case Granny wants a giant bone dragon. And we will. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Are you recklessly attacking?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll take the first damage, but the second roll. As you smash into it with the fury of somebody that's just seen a friend go down and realised that by bringing them back you can't steal something for your grandma, you crash into the rib cage of this thing and it just splinters everywhere.
Oh man. I still don't think she'd put together that. She'd think she'd be sending Granny a bone dragon. Oh man, Granny would have loved that.
It's still alive. It's still in enough pieces to keep swinging. It's just significant chunks have been destroyed.
Ooh. Wait, can I rearrange it?
I mean, if you smash it to pieces, you're essentially sending the different pieces to Granny's. That you're sending her a Lego dragon, essentially.
All right. So then we'll just keep smashing it then. She's gonna go ahead and recklessly attack a second time with the Granny stick.
You didn't need to roll that one twice, but that one also connects as you smash even harder this time, just battering down, just bone splinters. Probably one of the wings has come clean off at this point. But it is still in enough pieces to be a threat.
Mr. Burbles is just gonna be asshole this combat. He's back there just tearing it up on that bone.
Is that all Mr. Bells is going to do? Is just keep chewing away on the bone?
It's pelvis time. That's all he's doing.
Does he have a bite attack?
What? I didn't mean to hit that.
Yeah, I don't know why he's wild magic surging, but you never know.
Oh, because there we go.
Burbles.
I double clicked where I shouldn't have. He does not have a bite attack. He
Go
only
ahead
has-
and make his matchstick claws attack as he's chewing and ripping into this pelvis.
What? Scott's Wilson.
He's chewing away, but he took a big chunk of bone, doesn't quite get through it.
Okay. That's all he's doing is just gnawing on it.
Nadryn.
Hey.
Oh yeah, just click that you should have been having a +5 to hit because you're currently overwhelming it, because you've got one person on each of its flanks.
I am going to. Everything is concentration. I'm just looking at everything is concentration.
There's a particular thing you could do just to shoot it to oblivion if you wanted to. The classic Nadryn spell.
I could. I really could. I try not to like always use the same thing.
Yeah, but you've got an epithet around it that makes it cool, so...
It's the classic though. I've got to. Yeah. I'm gonna magic missile.
Okay. Are you just keeping it normal, or are you going to twin it because you're targeting them all at the same thing?
I am going to twin it.
Okay. What level
So
are you
that's-
casting at? Level 1?
Would it be sorcery points per
For,
level?
per,
Well, one sorcery point per level,
well,
isn't
I
it?
believe it's 1 per level.
I've only got 2. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna do it at level 1.
Level 1.
Is it an action or a bonus action to transfer spell slots into
It's a free action, I believe.
free action?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use a 4th spell slot to give myself sorcery points.
I believe it's 1-to-1, so I believe it's 4 sorcery points.
Now I'm on 6. And I'm going to cast Magic Missile at level 3
Okay.
using sorcery points to twin spell it.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 2d8. Okay. You can choose between thunder or force damage.
I'll go for force.
Go for force. Go ahead and roll 10d6 plus 10.
10. 6 plus 10.
I'm going to tell you now, you've killed it. But as you just fire this endless barrage of magical missiles into this thing, it just loses all capacity to hold itself in one piece and slumps back down to the ground, into the sand. None.
Maybe overkill.
It had 15 hit points left.
Definitely overkill.
Scuts just looks over at Nadryn with like the biggest puppy dog eyes. Nadryn, that was so cool. There were bones everywhere. It was like. As she'll shrink back down out of her rage.
I also need to quickly roll. Okay. You're gonna end your rage. Are you dropping enlarge reduce? Or are you
I'll
staying?
let them keep it as long
Let them
as
keep it
it'll
fine.
last.
Okay, so we'll just. Oh, right. No. Scots goes down one size. Sogeg stays big. Okay. So you smash the dragon skeleton and it collapses into the sand once again. The bodies of the giants around you also just slowly sinking, their weight displacing some of the sand.
Let's do that again.
2 sides. That's pretty cool. Just think, further in the desert, but even bigger dragons, and even more ogres for us to blow up. This place is the best. I thought I liked water, but sand is number one.
Give me, what's everyone's passive perception? What's the highest passive perception we've got?
It might be mine actually. 9.
Mine's 10.
11.
my god, I almost was the highest.
Then it
Yeah.
says 15,
Okay.
Yeah.
and does it go off of 15 for Neil?
Okay. Scuds and Mr. Pebbles, anything higher than a 15?
Scuds has 14. I can't find Mr. Burbles.
Should be under his senses.
14. Okay.
Okay.
Weird.
So,
Where
Mr.
does
Burbles,
Stephen-
Scuds, and Bennett would notice one of
Neil.
Neil, if he's also at 14.
15.
Or higher than 14. One of the giant corpses twitching.
Reanimated.
Mr. Burbles is going to growl as he drags the pelvis this way.
Hello.
Mr. Burbles, give me that. Put it down.
We'll look around. Mostly at the party. I just want to make sure that. Do I know? Has everyone at least? Have I noticed everyone admiring at the moment? I'm just gonna keep swiveling with. I can't keep this bicep pump very long. I've got to be honest.
I'm
Does?
gonna turn around and give Sogeg a thumbs up.
Oh my god. So
Hey,
good.
Sogeg, I can see your biceps from all the way over here.
I just tilt my helmet down as a few tears roll down. Oh god, I love the desert. I'm gonna lean down to Zolk, still in sort of like T-pose, and like extend down a bicep down to him and say, "Do you need a hand up, little Zolk?"
I'd like to quick and reduce on Sogeg.
You monster.
Okay. As he's not a willing creature, he would get a saving throw against it.
Why?
What is it? That's a good
But
question.
what is it? Because I don't know it off the top of my head. But I know that because he's not willing, you need to make. It'd probably be a wisdom, I'd imagine.
Disadvantage. What a cruel world. The sands give and the sands take, I say.
There it is.
Constitution saving throw.
I'm actually worse at Constitution than Wisdom. That's impressive.
Okay.
I didn't even want it.
You get reduced back down to normal size, even though you have 2 instances of enlarge reduce on you at the same time. And
I'm gonna drop my enlarge.
And then you get even smaller from Nadryn dropping hers, and then Zolk explodes again.
God's sake.
So I need Zolk, Sogeg, and Pogeg to make dexterity saving throws.
Do a saving throw for my pants because Pogeg's still in my pocket and I'm now size 0.
He'd start ripping the edges of the pocket because he's only size small, but he stays the same size. Remember, it's disadvantage within 10 feet of Zolk.
Advantage because I'm Pogeg.
That's reasonable, but
Okay.
okay. 2d10 radiant. Oh, you also need to make a saving throw for the nightmare vehicle.
Oh right, yeah.
And as it is sat still.
What was Reckless Driver again? The vehicle has disadvantage on. Oh fuck.
Okay. Roll those 2d10.
My health.
Okay. Everyone except for Zolk takes 16 radiant damage,
Zolk literally did the most damage to the pocket.
which is enough to meet the mishap threshold of the nightmare vehicle. So you need to remember what mishaps are.
Alright.
Oh my god. he's gonna-
Okay, roll a d20 for me, Zolk.
Please get a 20. Please get a 20.
What could go wrong?
Okay. As the light, the flensing light of the screaming bell casts on everything, you can see just the armor plates of your nightmare vehicle just shred as its AC is reduced by 10 until you repair it.
Worth.
Sogeg is going to let out a piercing, unnaturally high-pitched scream as, "Don't look at me, I'm hideous!" I'm going to have to use 3 points of story. I'm going to cast Leomund's Tiny Missile.
I mean, are you planning on sleeping here?
No, but I don't want to be seen whilst I'm small.
I mean, you're size medium. You're the same size as everybody else now.
That would be the size you would be if you were human.
You're back to normal. This is before you transformed into a scorpion dude.
Those were bad times.
I mean, you'll be happy to know it only lasts a minute.
I'll be in my hut for a minute.
I thought it was only around for you.
It's only around for concentration yet.
Oh, right, yeah, for me.
So after 6 seconds,
I blow up my hut.
explodes out of the hut.
I'll nod to
exciting.
Zol. Just say, Zol, that took a lot of courage what you did. Proud of you.
Courage is a good way to put it, I guess.
Imagine Scuts goes, Bennett, what do you see going on over there? And he just turns around and he shrugs.
Alright. Anything else you want to do with the remains of the dragon or the giants before the curse of Phobos takes effect on them?
I think move away from them.
Run away. That is reasonable.
Not run away. Tactically move away.
We're advancing in the opposite direction.
It's advance to future success, yeah. As you push forward further and further into the desert, you come across a small dig site where a handful of ruins are being excavated by a handful of adventurers, looking quite desperate as they are using various tools from brushes to full pickaxes to try and dig their way through to uncover as much as they can.
Not about anyone else, but like the hairs just stand up back of Sogeg's neck. Low whisper. I'm just going to say out. Fam! Sand pyres! Could these be sand pyres?
Scuts is gonna like hide behind this pillar and try to be sneaky.
Make a stealth check for me.
She like makes a hushing gesture to the rest of the party.
Surprisingly enough, Scuds' natural ability to move almost silently does affect your stealth checks. So, looking further in, like I said, there's a handful there, mostly a mixture of dwarves, humans, and their captain seems to be, or at least the one barking orders, seems to be an orc of some kind, who's stood around a handful of pots and other little trinkets that shine and glimmer in the baking sun. Whereas you can hear the sound of frantic digging, pick hitting stone, shovels moving sand, and a few of them trying to be a lot more delicate with something that they've uncovered. They haven't noticed you at this point. They are too focused on their work.
Take this time to use 20 points from I took a shocking amount of damage in that fight.
Most of it was from Zolk.
I'm a threat, just not to anyone else.
keep us
You
on our
don't
toes.
discriminate against the people you're willing to murder by accident.
My token, in healing myself, my token has gone invisible. I'll
To
just hide
bring your
underneath the
nightmare vehicle back out. And
trust in the rest of our
Yeah.
stealthy party. I'm just gonna bury myself. I'm gonna like sink into the sand and just await.
you may need to update the nightmare vehicle's health, as when I've dragged it back on, it gave it full health again, even though it should have minus 16 to it.
All right.
So, what would you like to do as you find this, the first set of ruins in the desert?
Guys think these are sandpires.
Nod.
Give me a perception check, Scuds, as you glance out to see if you can spot any sharp fangs or sandpire attributes.
For the love of God, please, I want a natural one. No.
You look out, looking desperately for the traits of a typical sandpire, the storied and well-documented traits of sandpires. And as I said, you see most of them seem to be either dwarves or humans, but that captain in the middle has some mighty big fangs. You'd almost call them tusks, but out here in the desert, you can't be so certain. None of them seem to be affected by any of the issues that were in the medical tent.
Mm,
None of them look
don't
like
think these
Zolk
are-
does at the moment, where they look gaunt and dehydrated.
her shoulders drop and she's clearly disappointed as she turns to the rest of the party. Because I believe she would know what tusks are. She has them.
You
So-
never know.
Wise.
They're not.
They're
He's
pointing
got
in the wrong
tusks, not
direction.
fangs.
Fangs point
They're
down. Tusks point
Yeah,
up.
his teeth are pointing up. They're tusks. Ah, dang it. We're so close to finding the Sampires, you guys, but these are just a bunch of normies. As she just is gonna knock down the pillar that she was hiding behind, since now there's no reason to hide behind
Okay.
it. And there's no other standing, everything else is broken. It's just
Okay.
matching.
Go ahead and make an attack roll with the granny stick while I dig
Destroying the history of my people.
up smashing stuff.
I agree with it.
I'm
Bring it all
gonna
back.
say, are you gonna stop this or like?
No.
She's
God,
starting to
no. Oh no.
Oh no, what can you do?
Yes.
You smash or try and hit into it, but don't quite get the blow you'd want to. It trembles, but it doesn't quite confer the force of the hit.
She didn't really want to break it. She was just frustrated. Alright, you guys. Well, if they're not Sampires, who do you think they are? They have
Probably
treasure.
nerds.
Maybe they're pirates.
One or the other.
Sand pirates.
Well, I think this means we need to go talk to them.
Sogeg hasn't quite gotten over the fact you didn't break the pillar, so he's going to get out of his sand. He's sort of, if you want to break a pillar, you got to do it yourself. There's call to the mighty Mogis. My eyes will blow red. This is how you blow up a pillar. As I am going to use one of my charges of Thinking Smite. Who needs charges of Smite? Oh, mind. Wrathful Smite, there we go. Wrathful Smite. Here! As I'm going to two-hand power slam. With Poga giving me helping kick.
Every advantage possible. You don't want to fail this one.
Yeah.
As you
That's kind of weak.
stab into it. And what damage does Wrathful Smite do? It is psychic damage, which is definitely something that rocks feel.
I am glowing red though.
You are glowing red though. You look cool as you chip a big chunk of the pillar off, but you don't knock it down.
Scuts looks over at Sogeg. See, it's sturdier than it looks. Should we break
This
it
is
together?
quite a puzzle. We might need some other help. As I'm going to call to the gods and summon forth the gore-soaked redcap. Behold the powers of redcaps. I think between the three of us, with as much help as we can beat this foe.
It's
yeah,
mightier than the dragon. It's survived more hits.
It really has. I will call forth the gore-soaked redcap here.
Okay. I need to find the Gorsuch red cap again.
I just call to the little creature. Minion!
Eh?
This pillar was made by nerds. We've got to kick it.
Oh, fucking hate nerds! As he'll run away and then run back in and drop kick it.
Scuts is gonna use a rage.
So he will hit it and then it will be. He kicks in. Okay, you've got your granny stick that you can now throw and teleport back to you, as well as being one size larger. And it does force damage instead of bludgeoning damage.
Shit.
I reckon combined attack. 3, 2. Power slam.
Give me a Scud attack and a Sogeg attack to go along with the red cap smack. Okay, finally you crack into the stone as it gives way and collapses onto the ground.
Nice. Did you know?
Scuts just goes in for a big high five with Sogeg.
Oh, definitely. There's lots of hooting and hollering. Yeah!
Nice, yeah. There's no more stealth here now, and then she'll just kind of step up onto the rubble and wave at
To which
the.
the captain is like, "What the hell are you doing? That could have been valuable."
Well, all the other pillars are falling on the ground, and this is the only one that didn't match. We fixed it.
Are you insane? The fact that it wasn't broken meant it was worth money.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you don't seem to understand the sand here, Pat. We understand the sand.
Look, this is our dig site. These are our profits. Don't mess with them. Don't mess with me and the boys. We'll mess you up.
Don't get it. They don't sound like nerds. But they didn't like that we broke the pillar.
That makes them nerds.
Hey, we're here as
Still
adventurers
nerds.
just like you. We've been hired to treasure hunt just like you. This is our site. Go and find your own one.
We
If you're going to be
weren't hired, were
breaking
we?
stuff.
What have you got here?
We've got all sorts. Thank you very much. This is our site. We've been excavating it for a while. There seems to be loads underneath. And it all belongs to us. To sell to the boss back at the camp.
I'm
Not
gonna
yours.
nod at the red camp. I don't know what that means, but I'm just gonna look at the red camp. I'm just gonna nod. I'll let the red cap do what it's gonna do.
Hold on. I need to remember what the red cap does thanks to Gorso, because I know it details with how...
It explodes. Beautiful.
That's just gonna.
Okay. First of all, Attack the most damaged creature within range. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
But then again, you nodding to it. Oh no, verbal commands. You didn't say anything, did you?
No.
You know what? We'll do eeny, meeny, miny. Oh, okay. It's just going to sprint all the way over to the guy and drop kick him. We got lucky. There was 4 targets and it picked the one that wasn't you. Well done.
Yay. I am the master of red caps.
He manages to get out of the way though, so he's not. I don't know if he takes half damage or no. He just misses with the Ironbound Pursuit, and then he's just going to explode. So the red cap just explodes. Probably should have deleted the token just yet because I need to remember what the gore soaked actually did.
I'll ping it.
It needs to be dexterity save again. Okay, so he manages to avoid being showered too heavily in gore. What the bleeding hell is that?
Aw, Sogeg just does that sometimes.
Mogus, dude. Guess no.
Guess it's gonna turn back to the party and. What do you guys think? If it's their site, should we go dig somewhere else?
Tried every diplomatic tool I've got. They're not going to be. They're not a loss.
They're not sandpires.
Yeah, I think we can be sure of that.
I mean, surely they've got some spare picks or something.
Oh, we could try and help.
I mean, we can't really dig without any picks.
Do you have any spare picks?
You can take those picks from the camp. It's your own fault for not picking them up when they were there. These are ours, and I supply for me and me boys. Not for any of you other adventurers, thank you.
Oh, we've got Zolk, it's fine.
So what they're saying is, if they were short adventurers, they wouldn't need the picks anymore,
Oh,
right?
you're the intelligent one.
Do they have their picks in a particular place, or like if
Most
they're
of them
taking
are
a break, or
using
they're just
them.
in the hands?
Yeah, most of the dwarves and human people scattered around are actively using either picks or shovels and the like to try and clear out more of these ruins.
Maybe you should ask him about Sandpire Scuts. Maybe we just got.
Yeah. She'll walk up down the
Are you
down
still
the rubble.
raging?
She'll go and unrage. Yeah, she'll calm down. It was just a push over the wall. So, we totally forgot our pickaxes, but it's because we were trying to come out here and find out about the sand pirates. Do you know anything about the sand pirates?
What the bloody hell are you on about?
Have you not seen everybody being little dehydrated raisins back at the camp?
You mean the curses of Phobos?
Yeah, the sandpires.
Have you been getting enough sleep, love?
Oh, plenty. Sogeg did all the rowing.
Okay, give me a moment. Was not expecting that.
The time the party got a long rest and Sogeg rowed in the middle of the ocean because he rowed all night with nobody at the helm. Good times. We all slept great.
Oh, fucking hell.
Look, the longer people spend in these deserts, the worse things get. That's why we're being paid mint loads to get all the stuff and bring it out of the desert. Is this making sense?
No, why would the desert turn you into a sandpire? You guys just have no idea the danger you're in.
Have you been living under a rock for like your entire life?
No, it was a cave.
A pretty big rock then, a mountain.
If you think these treasures are cool, you should see my granny's treasures.
Will Granny be paying us for these treasures? I don't think so. We've got the entirety of Akros's bank paying for all of this. We're gonna be loaded.
Wait, so they didn't pay you first?
Well, they pay us with the amount of stuff we bring back.
What if what you get is worth more than what they're gonna pay you?
But
You
is
guys
it
are just a
worth the
bunch of
time
chumps.
trying to find a right buyer when we've got a buyer right there?
Scuts is gonna turn to the rest of the party and shrug. There's nothing I can do. He doesn't believe in the sandpires.
While you're talking, one of the other adventurers, excavators, whistles over to their boss. Hey boss! I found something here. You come have a look.
Ooh.
As he goes over and starts trying to investigate what this guy's found. While also shooing you guys off of. Oh, don't be wasting my time. We're trying to find our treasures. Find your own.
Well, I don't know how to find treasure. Can you show me? Can I watch you dig it up? She just like gets really curious and looks at him.
Let's just keep slowly walking at him. I
So,
reckon you'll...
they dig and dig, trying to shift this pillar here out of the way, as there's something gold and very shiny underneath.
Hey, Sogeg. Hey, Sogeg, come here. There's something really entertaining about watching these scrawny guys try to pick up big stuff.
Their arms are so small. Oh.
Are they still using the pickaxe?
So basically, all of these guys are using pickaxes to try and clear out the underneath of these pillars. They seem to have switched over to using shovels and levers to try and shift this big buried pillar out of the way to uncover the shiny gold thing they found.
Okay.
There's also in this pile of hoarded gold stuff, most of where they're keeping any of the tools they're not immediately using.
Is there a pickaxe in the tools?
Make an investigation check.
What is a pickaxe? I don't have advantage.
There is a pickaxe in there.
I'll pick it up.
Are you being subtle about it?
No. I just don't there'd be too...
They are very focused on what they're doing, but some of the other workers do notice you rooting through their stuff.
I just shrug at them. Like, I'm very... Like, I'm not... I directly just pick up the pickaxe and I just look at whoever's looking. Can we just use it?
No. The boss said you can't. So no.
Okay. And which one is it who says that to me?
This one right next to you.
I just sort of like, I just say, okay. And I like just walk next to him. And I try and be as big as scorpionly possible. And I just staring at him, I just start like pickaxing away at the ground. I keep just nodding, going, yeah.
I don't get paid enough for this. But having a big guy help me out, I'm keeping treasures.
I'm actually okay with that. I just keep nodding at him, saying yeah, but I'm just like digging.
Anyone else doing anything while they try and uncover whatever is under there?
Yeah, is the pickaxe somewhere around the dude?
So Sogeg
Like,
just picked up
this
the
guy's-
pickaxe here. His seems to be by his feet, yes.
You can just pick it up. Oh, Bennett.
Bennett is gonna try and take it.
Are you being subtle about it?
Yes.
Okay, give me a stealth check first.
They're all distracted.
As they are all distracted. And then give me a sleight of hand. So, Bennett creeps up slowly, being careful of his footing to make sure to not disturb anything that would cause a loud noise. But as soon as he reaches down to lift the pickaxe, the pillar gives way and reveals what's underneath it. A strange golden, well, quite large golden urn of some kind, and the sudden movement causes the boss of these adventurers to sort of jolt upright and kick the pickaxe by accident out of the way as they eagerly, with using hands just to try and uncover the sand from falling back in to try and pull this urn free. Oh, we've got one, boys, we've got one!
Scots is just taking notes on their excavating techniques.
I like that we're just sort of like all standing in the middle. They very clearly don't want.
I'm just gonna come over and watch it.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill me.
As they manage to lift it free, it's probably about 3.5 to 4 foot tall. It's this huge urn, and they try and twist off its weird carved head. But it's taken some force. It's been sealed quite tightly shut.
You guys need some muscle there?
We ain't sharing our treasure. This is ours.
Well, then you don't get to know what's inside it.
Oh no, I'm gonna get to know what's inside it. As he steps back, picks up the shovel, and just smashes it down, trying to shatter it to get to what's inside. It hits it, it vibrates, it cracks, but doesn't splinter just yet. So he's going to try again, unless someone wants to do anything.
Advantage.
Scots is gonna point. What if there's nothing in there, and the urn's the valuable part?
That'll be a first. All these urns usually have something interesting in it. He whacks it down again, and the cracks splinter even further.
Man, watching how long it takes for you guys to bust stuff open is making me feel better about pushing down that wall.
Yeah, how long did it take you to push down that wall?
Oh, me and Sogeg pushed it down in like no time, just for fun. I just gave it a love tap.
It pulls back the shovel once more, brings it down, and finally the urn shatters and cracks all the way through as this cloud of sand pours out of it, way more than the urn should possibly contain.
Sandbags.
Guts will cheer.
As it forms this huge cloud of swirling dust and sand, forming a vaguely humanoid shape in the center of this storm. And the moment it starts to take shape, the cloud of raking sand literally flays the skin and flesh off of the nearest few workers, leaving nothing but skeletons remaining. I need Zolk and Bennett. I think you'd be the only ones in range. Actually, how close is Nadryn? Oh, no, it would be Nadryn as well. I need you guys to make things. Actually, no, I'll just go off your AC, so I'll do it this way. Okay, that's definitely hitting everybody, as you'll take 15 points of slashing damage.
Jeez.
And then I need everyone to roll initiative.
See, that's what we told you. That's what
Oh.
That's what happens if you don't drop stuff.
Tried to warn him.
Every opportunity.
Fucking Mr. Burbles. Oh my god, he rolled for it too. Okay.
So, is it the 18 for you, Scuds?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that everyone? Okay. Yeah. Okay, Nadryn, you are first to react as this howling living sandstorm forms out of this shattered urn.
I'm gonna move over to there,
Okay.
and then gust of wind.
Okay.
60-foot long, 10-foot wide line. That way.
So how wide is it?
10.
Okay, so it'll be a little bit wider than that. Okay.
I don't know how to change how wide it is.
The total width, if you basically make the units up to 10.
Oh, okay.
So it needs to. No, it's just not when it starts its turn there. It's not immediate. Okay. And that's blowing from you, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Um.
Right. Neil.
Guiding spittle.
That is a miss. As it comes in, gets caught in the wind, and flung slightly out of the way.
So he is gonna go.
Probably
behind me.
wise.
And that will be Neil.
Okay, next
Roll his
is
D6.
boss.
No.
Who is just going to panic and try and run.
Not okay.
Trying to grab the treasure along the way, but it is going to not let that happen. As instead, as he runs, the sandstorm surrounds and pulls him into it.
Good.
And you can hear him screeching as the constant barrage of sand just starts tearing away at his body.
It's your fault.
We tried to warn you.
It's not exactly wrong. Pogeg.
Sogeg is just going to crawl out of the pocket and onto the sand. And Pogeg's not a coward. And so Pogeg, watch this. As he's going to run. Yeah. As he's going to use his little booties.
To literally
gonna-
jump inside the living sandstorm.
Pow! Well, not jump inside, he's going to just like.
Okay, so it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Yes.
I believe it's a 9 to beat.
It is, yes.
Okay, I will. Okay, it passes.
Curses. Pogeg's just gonna shrug his arms, I guess. Unfortunately, I do have. So I am going to use a disengage bonus action and stand
Probably
here.
wise. Yeah. Okay. Scuds.
Hey, Sogeg, I think we need to stay back. As she's gonna scoop up some of the gold as she goes into a rage and hopefully doesn't hurt Bennett or a teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see
Every
to the
time
rage
you,
enemies.
it's a bonus action while you're raging.
Fabulous.
It's a good one. So you
So I would
immediately
just-
teleport now, and then you can use it again as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Okay, well, I'll try to teleport and see if I can
Would you use
scoop
that
the
choice?
guy and run back. We'll try to save him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Dum-dums
The
coming
added-
out here. They're not
Well, actually, no, it
adventurers.
wouldn't be an advantage. It would be neutral. So, yeah, you managed to grab him from the howling winds and pull him free into your arms.
And I would like to step back and away over by Sogeg.
Run away with
There
your
you go,
new
little-
pet orc, angry man.
She's gonna set him down and just give him a head pat, and I think that is my bonus action, my
Okay.
movement, and my action. Yep.
Bennett.
Bennett is going to go behind. He's gonna try and shoot with his bow. There it is.
That's a Bennett shot.
Yep, that's a Bennett shot. And then he is going to try and hide behind this pillar.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Come on, Bennett, you can do this.
Oh yeah, he's fine for that one. Only when he's trying to attack something that he gets the natural ones.
Yes.
Okay. Zolk.
Uh,
Oh, you've got to doom wheel this thing.
I mean, you left it behind, but okay.
Back and get it.
It's just, yeah, sprint to try and get your car again.
I'm going to. What was it? Was it an action for this thing? Where's the thing? There it is. Yeah, I'm going to spend an action to make a small thing with legs right there,
Okay.
and I'm going to run away.
What small
Leave.
things with legs are you making? Just
I'm making the Eldritch bucket of fire.
Okay. Okay. I need to start of his turn, so that's fine. Token. Where do you want it?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to scoot as far away as I can. I'm going to go zoom. And here's a bucket of fire as bonus action.
Oh, right, you changed it into a flamethrower. Okay.
Yeah.
Needs to make a dex save. Not great, these, so okay, as it takes 11 points of fire damage.
Sand is not very dexterous. I'll keep this in mind.
It is not.
That would be me.
Okay, Sogeg.
Sogeg's getting angry. The amount of cowardice he's just waiting. I'm going to walk over to here. Do forward, do a slight move, but just crouch down next to the captain. Just look him dead in the eye. And just say, a captain doesn't leave his men. And I'm going to hope that the words of inspiration give you something good. As I will give, as I say,
Well.
yeah, a good captain does. Men, behold the bravery of my little Pogeg. As I look to Pogeg and speak the magic words, devastating health.
Go ahead and roll 2d8, and he will regain that many hit points. He gets
Pogeg!
11 hit points.
He needed that. So much devastating about it.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Oh no.
Because what I would probably have said with that is he'd be able to use a reaction to make an attack. But I don't think he's got a ranged attack that he can do with.
He has a little crossbow.
Oh, well, he shouldn't have a crossbow. He should have a short bow.
Not short crossbow, I meant short bow.
Yeah. So, yeah, he can. Or no, could essentially be like taking an attack of opportunity, which you can't really do with a ranged weapon.
Yes.
So, unless you've got a
Then-
melee attack.
Instead, 10 feet of range. Instead, I'm going to walk 2 up. I'm just going to keep one of my back claws, like, almost like, not looped around, but like almost touching the captain. Very much ready to make an attack of opportunity. I'm going to stand in this. No, I'm going to stand here. And then that was my action. So my bonus action. I really have many bonus actions to be fair. Not just give myself 10 trillion. So I will just end it there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? No,
Oh.
I've got bonus action. I'll just brandish for no reason the ring of jumping. Jump on
Okay, fair enough.
I can't. It's a spell. I do not cast jump.
You just wave it around.
Just wave it around.
Mr. Burbles, is he doing anything back there?
He's so far away.
Oh my god. He'll waddle a little bit closer, trying to figure out what's going on.
He's hearing a ruckus. He's too busy chowing on his dragon bone.
He's really protective over it. How far away is he? He still use. Actually, he can move 10 more feet. Okay. And then he can maybe actually be useful and cast Bonded. So we'll do that. Scoot him at least 10 feet. I'm on the ruler. There we go. And so I think that only really gives it to.
Yeah, you'd only be able to get to skirts.
Okay. So he'll cast it on Skuts, Sogeg, and Nadryn.
Oh yeah, dashing him further up.
No. Does it disengage if they go out of the area, or if they come into it, does it activate, or is it just once when he does it?
So for bonded,
Action, you choose a number.
this number of creatures within 30 feet. The effect ends if they're more than 30 feet away from them. So as soon as they're more than 30 feet away, the effect ends.
Okay. Because it's the part that says while those creatures are within 30 feet of this, that
while it's
they can
within
add
30
it.
feet.
So I thought it was a
Yeah.
radius that you can go in and out of.
No.
So it's once you go out of the radius. Okay.
Yeah.
No, then he's just casting it on Skuts. He's staying on the
Okay.
skirts.
Skirts
Little
gets
shit.
blessed. So long as you stay within 30 feet of Mr. Bevels. Anything else?
Nope, that's the end of his turn.
Okay, it is the Sand Silhouette's turn, and it needs to start by avoiding the wind. I need to remember what the wind does. It needs to be a strength saving throw. That is a success. Oh, I think it is immune to the wind for this. Oh no, it's just to avoid being pushed. It then at least needs to get basically its movement's halved while it's within, while it's trying to get, if it tries to get closer to you. Okay. Well, it's not going to do that because it's just going to. Yeah.
Mean cloud of sand.
And actually, need it to make. So not quite. It is going to try and send a mound of sand at Sogeg. 15 to hit.
Just a hit. You match my AC.
Doing 27 bludgeoning damage.
Fool. I only ever need one hit point.
Engulfs Sogeg in sand. It is then. Oh, actually, no, it's not. That's he is grappled. He's then going to do it again to try and pull it in.
Miss.
18 to hit, doing 26.
Rip Pogues.
And it pulls him inside himself. And then I may as well just have this on. Actually, I don't want that one. I'll do it. That one, it's 15. Let everyone see this. He forces out a wave of blistering sand, and this is one attack that's going to go for everything that's in that radius. So that'll be Sogeg, Pogeg, and Bennett. 21 to hit, doing 15 slashing.
Yep.
Well, he is. And that is a failed saving throw for Pogeg.
It's a failed save for Pogeg. No, what are you going
Is
to
that
do?
magical of nature?
It is, yes.
Darn.
Magic sand. Okay, and then it is the remaining, definitely not bandits, they were definitely excavators here, legitimately. They are running the ever-loving fuck away. They're not even picking up any of their tools or any of their treasure, they are just leaving.
I'm not okay with that.
Looks like we
Nadryn.
get their pickaxes.
They left the pickaxes, that's dead weight to them. Nadryn, we're on you.
Okay. How was it that we were going to use spells that
The higher level than
The-
you can cast that you got from the
yeah.
screamer. You can spend piety or story to be able to cast them. So
Okay,
equal
is
to
it
the level.
Equal to?
Yeah, equal to the level.
Right. I am gonna spend 5 piety and cast Bigby's hand,
Ooh, I need to remember what
Dropping-
Bigby's hand does.
dropping Gust of Wind,
Not
using
sure that
Bigby's
does.
hand. And can I try and get
So
Pogeg.
it's a large hand. That's a large hand. Nice,
Can I
spooky,
try and-
overly realistic hand.
Can I try and grab
Fact and
Pogeg
controlled by Nadryn. Right,
out
you
of...
should be able to move that hand around.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can create it wherever you wanted it to be, and then it has an AC of 20. And
I
hit points
want-
equal to your hit point maximum, which is 50. Okay.
I want to try and grab Pogeg and get him out of there.
Okay. It needs to make. So, roll a d20 plus 8.
Okay.
I will try and make a token for Bigby's hand specifically for
Roll
this for next time because I'd forgotten I'd given you that.
20.
This hand is great.
That is a fail. He doesn't manage to get a good grip on the suspended. Definitely not corpse quite yet of Pogeg as it's being battered by sand.
Pogeg, stop squirming!
He's floating about in there.
Back.
I will leave the handout for
A
Bigby's
bit.
hand open for next time. But yeah, you can move it and use a bonus action going forward to do stuff with it.
Okay. I think that's me for now.
Okay, then we are on to Neil.
Neil is still kind of scared to go anywhere near this thing.
It's scary.
He's gonna come up next to me, and he's gonna use his back.
But
D4.
you roll a d4, you get that amount of spell slots back, and he takes 5 times that in damage. So you'd get either a level 4 spell, a level 3 and a level 1, 2 level 2s, or 4 level 4s, and he would take
I will
20
get
damage.
I will get 2 level 2 spells back.
Okay.
How
20
much
force.
damage? 20.
As it's 5 times whatever you roll. Which, considering how many hit points he's got, for a level 4 spell slot or 2 level 2s, that's pretty good.
And that's all that Neil is
Little
gonna
magic
do.
battery Neil. Yeah, very good boy. Okay.
And does he get his
Does he get
no.
anything back in? Does not. He's parched mouth, too much sand.
I understand.
The boss is going to just leap over and try and start collecting. Are you attacking of opportunity? Yeah, go ahead. What are you going to use?
As soon as I see him, I just look here and just say,
He runs right past you.
"Coward!" And I've taken damage, so I get advantage.
It's only from the creatures that did the damage to you, though, isn't it?
Is it on? Because this is from. Sorry, I want to double check. It's vengeful. Am I getting the wrong thing? No, so it's from vengeful, which is advantage on attacks. If double check vengeful, because it's definitely if I hit a creature, I get advantage on their saving throws, and it has to be. The
Oh, is that a paladin thing?
This is the tragic flaw.
Right.
Vengeful. I
Oh,
will
no,
double
it's the
check.
tragic-
It does actually sound like it should. Just against the things. Vengeful would make sense.
Character creation, tragic flaw.
Yeah.
Right, vengeful. There we go. You get advantage on attack rolls against creatures who have dealt
Creatures that
damage to
have
you.
dealt- yeah, that makes a lot more sense because it's vengeful.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't matter because I'm still going to hit him with
Probably.
a cheeky old. I said, "Stop! Oh, wait a minute! He's a humanoid, isn't he?"
He is a humanoid.
Yay! This is the first time I've used.
Yeah.
As I'm going to try and sting him with.
He's going to try and paralyze him.
Paralyzed fool.
Well, that hits. So, first of all, he takes 11, 22, and then needs to make a con save.
Please fail.
I'm going to say it's a disadvantage, just be fun. There we go. Right, it's because he was not expected to be attacked by an ally, or a presumed ally, even though you were neutral to each other, as he collapses to the ground, probably about there, paralysed.
Literally told him, "Don't be a coward." Everyone heard me. Everybody.
And he's just there, drooling from the mouth, just twitching. The barbed tail of Sogeg still stuck in his back.
Look, I'd scan the room to make sure.
Guts actually kind of gives you a dirty look because she saved him.
I mean,
She points.
he was probably safer inside the sandstorm.
Just a slight grimacing face, and just he's not
He
there.
shrugs in return.
You see an
go, music go.
excessive amount of blood come out of where you stung him.
Yeah, I probably didn't need to man kill him. I'm kind of sorry about that. It's too...
You got too excited for man killer.
But no, I
The
got
first
that.
time you used it.
The first time I've used it. Oh my word!
Well, they should have given the pickaxes.
Pogeg, I need a death saving throw.
I pass these every time. You did not pass it.
That's 2 failed death saves.
Oh,
Can
poor
I
Pogeg.
genius? Or, I know that'd be a 9. Never mind.
My sweet summer child.
Poor boy.
We're the best of the Pogegs. now.
Scuds. It's okay, Pogeg. You'll get to live a new life and come back to me in a little bit. Who would have known that the next adventuring party you find out in the desert happened to have a goblin with them?
It's crazy that.
What coincidence!
The Pogeg, like it's all stacks of Pogegs. All stacks of each other.
There are no
Like it's all-
goblins. It is only Pogeg.
all the same.
Alright, Scott.
Let's see. Let's go. Oh God, I can't throw you guys stuff. Uh, okay, then I will come over to you. It'll break my bless, but I'll do it.
You can, yeah, you put your 30-foot teleport, don't forget, as a bonus action.
Oh yeah. Pew. Well,
So you can still move after this.
all right. She's gonna come over here and actually use the bonus action to, as she runs by, use magic stone
Okay.
and drop them right here in between Neil and Zolk.
So that,
As she's going to then pick up a different rock and use a piece of rubble as an improvised weapon as she hurls it into the sandstorm.
okay, so you take 3 pieces of the collapsed pillar from that you blew up beforehand and magically enchant them for everyone before throwing another one. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
There we go. And then I will use my improvised weapon.
As you throw into the sand, hitting the strange humanoid figure at the centre of the sandstorm. But it seems to just pass through the strange silhouette of sand.
Ah. Then with her second attack, she'll grab one of the magic stones.
Okay, and try again with a magic one.
Yeah, I was gonna say they count as a magic weapon, right?
They would do, yeah.
Okie dokie. Ah, as do I use? I wouldn't use the improvised weapon throw again, or would I?
I'm going to say yes. Because it's... Yeah, I know it says as if hurling it with a sling, but I imagine that it's as if hurled by scuds, which would probably change the wording to just be as if hurled by scuds.
Oh no.
As you fling the magic stone over the top of the sandstorm, and it collapses into a small crater on the opposite side. You missed.
Ah. All right. And she will end her turn there.
Okay. Bennett.
Bennett is going to if he attacks while he's in stealth, does that
If it's a ranged attack, no, well, an attack at general will be an advantage, including sneak attack. If it's a ranged attack and he misses, it doesn't reveal him
okay?
because he's got that ability.
He is gonna try and use his bow on it, which, because he's hidden, it's an advantage, yeah?
Yes.
Come on, Bennett.
Okay, that is a hit. I believe it's not a magical short bow, is it?
No.
As the arrow passes through the centre of the chest of this ghostly figure and pings out the backside.
And he is gonna go hide
Might want to get out of the area of its attacks.
He's gonna go over here and try and hide behind this pillar now.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Stealth check.
Yeah, he ducks behind the pillar and, for all intents and purposes, has gone invisible to everybody else.
And that will be Bennett.
Okay. Zolk.
Can I twin cast Cure Wounds on myself?
It's a targeted spell, so yes.
Sweet.
You know you'll have to ring the bell twice.
This is fine. I just need to survive the bell ring.
You move away.
I was going to say, do you want to stand that close to everybody?
Please.
If I have to.
Go stand in the corner, Zolk.
I've not been that much of a problem, right? Alright, there is a upcasted Cure Wounds twinned.
Okay.
That's
And then roll the bell twice. So you
It's-
get the first hit points and then resolve the first bell toll, and then get the second hit points and then resolve the second bell toll.
Alright. Oh, I forgot. Not again.
15-foot cone from you. So that's not you. That's
okay.
coming from you. So it's only when it's a radius are you considered inside it. So yeah, so your cone's like that sort of that sort of area. It's your breath weapon. It literally says breath in it.
These pillars are going to get a lot of necrotic crap.
So you cast Cure Wounds on yourself. Feel that bit of the stomach rumbling and belch forth the powerful necrotic energies of the screaming bell.
Oh Christ! Did we let Sogeg cook?
That's Frankos's cooking returning on you. Now that includes you, but everyone's more than 15 feet away from you. Strength
So
save.
Strength. Well, we don't have advantage on that. No.
Okay, roll on the flesh warping table.
Yay.
Yeah.
A nice normal one.
I've got RGB eyes.
You've got prismatic eyes.
I've got gamer eyes.
You've got gamer eyes, yeah.
And I'll gain my other 8.
Yes, you gain. Well, you get the higher level cast, so you'd get the
Oh right, yeah.
14 from the first one and 15 from the second one.
That puts me on 30. Sweet. And then bucket. Granted, 15-foot cone. Yeah, we can avoid Pogek.
Yeah.
Okay. It passes the save. So it would
That's
take
a shame.
half damage. You toast a few of its sand particles. Is that everything?
Yep.
Okay. Sogeg, can you save Pogeg?
I'm just going to make an intelligence check. How angry I am. Okay. I just look at. Oh my god! I just pressed the bloody back button. Sogeg disappears. I look at the 3, and you just see Sogeg grip his javelin of lightning. As I walk over here. Oh, I could throw it at them. I could teach them the error of their ways.
It would get an attack of opportunity if you have
Would.
moved more than 5 feet away from it.
Oh, sorry. What's that? Is that from?
It's essentially
Where
that
was I?
there is that corner.
I was there.
poaching,
Sorry,
yeah.
yeah, I was on the corner. I was on the corner. Yes. Then I went, but I look at them and I just think, well, they're away, and I guess I've got to save this coward at least. As I just look to the party, Sogeg. Over here. I guess I just do you reckon sand creatures can get paralyzed?
I don't
We
know.
can't.
Yeah, I mean, it depends if your stinger is a magical weapon or not.
Only one way to save Sogeg, and that's to words of power.
Yes.
Very tempted. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna for Pogeg, and I speak those words, and I hope he says say Pogeg.
Devastating elevation.
Oh my god, it's not good for anybody.
Okay.
So I think for that,
Oh,
we would roll the 2d8 to determine how high up in the air you send something, and then it's going to
High.
take fall damage and be knocked prone.
If he gets a natural 20, can he join Pogeg too?
You could target
to the
Pogeg with this and try and get him out and try and get him to land on something that's not going to immediately kill him.
I'm thinking the Bigsby's hand. I'm just gonna look
Bigsby's
to
hand
Nadryn.
might be able to catch him.
As I'm just gonna say, catch Pogeg.
As you throw him 6 feet into the air, just enough to break out of the grasp of this thing. What would I do for that one? Okay, Nadryn, roll a d20 with a plus. That'll be a +0. Just roll a d20.
Nadryn.
As still getting used to the long range of the big hand, it moves and just completely misses as Pogeg plants into the ground, taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall. No.
A horrifying howl.
Is he just down, or is he?
No,
full
he's
dead?
dead. That was his third failed death save.
I killed Pogeg. It was technically my fault. I had fucking lay on hands. I'm just gonna scream and, losing all sense of self, jump into the creature.
Okay, so you're gonna let it engulf you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The sadness overwhelms me. As I just search for Pogeg's body, I jump in. Can I look for his body?
He's sort of a medium-sized humanoid shape at the dead center of this.
I meant Pogeg's body.
Oh, for Pogeg's body,
It's like whipping out.
it's face down in the floor, right by your feet. Yeah.
I just hunch down on Pogeg, shielding his lifeless corpse, whilst inside the thing. So?
Mr. Burbles.
Okay. He will move his butt. Oh, that was only 20 feet. What the heck? Okay, he's gonna join everybody over here, and he's going to cast Bless, or not Bless. He's going to give Bonded to Skuts, Nadryn, and Zolk while he continues to growl and nibble on the dragon's bone. That's his turn.
So currently, Pogeg is his spirit body is flying away. Sounds like no one's. He's got true sight, so can't see this happening yet. But
Just trapped in the maelstrom. Whee!
we might have some tales from Pogeg's vision quest. Should he return when you find his new body? Okay, so what was Mr. Burbles doing? He was giving the bless to Scuds, Nadryn, or bonded to Scuds, Nadryn, and Neil.
And Zolk.
And Zolk. Okay. Is that everything?
Yep.
Okay, it is on to the Silhouette's turn. And again, I need to make... No, it's having the same problem that Sogeg does. As it is just going to encircle Sogeg. And
Oh, rude.
23 to hit, doing 21 damage.
Here's a hit.
And a 20 to hit,
There's a hit.
doing 25.
Wow.
And then everything in that area, which would be just Sogeg and the boss, a 14 to hit, which
Thank God.
is going to be enough to make the twitching, paralyzed captain stop moving.
What you deserve. What you get.
Okay, and then these are just running, just getting the hell out of there, running into the desert. Okay. Nadryn, we're back up to you.
Okay.
Help!
Who's...
Help!
How's everyone, like, health-wise? Who's bad? Who's low?
Incredibly poor.
This
I've solved
is
my
like
issues.
one of the lowest I've ever seen Sogeg get to.
How are you, Zolk?
I fixed my issues. I'm good.
Pogeg is dead.
I got to admit, I'm in a spot of bother.
How's Mr. Burbles?
Huh.
And Scuts?
They're all right. They're about at half.
Okay. Well, I am going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Okay. Do you have that as a normal spell, or are you using piety to pay for it?
I'm using my actual spell slot.
Okay.
It's a level 3 spell.
Okay.
And it's 6 creatures of my choice within 60 foot.
Well, I'm not going to
So-
say no if it's everyone.
Yeah, you'd be able to get everybody with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get Sogeg.
Well, no, one person would be missed, essentially.
I'm gonna get Sogeg Bennett, me and Neil. How's Mr. Burbles?
Yeah. He looks like he's doing all right.
And Zolk?
Hang on.
On a scale of 1 to 48...
Round about 30.
That joke never gets old.
I will give it to Sogeg, Bennett, me, Neil, Scuts, and Zolk.
You'll get
So that's
9
it.
points of healing.
Plus 9 to everyone.
You had that the whole time while Pogeg was dying.
I only just realised I had it.
Noted.
You can't say anything after Sogeg's
I know,
lay on
yeah.
hands.
Yeah, you had lay on hands. You can't say anything. And then bonus action is controlling Bigby's hand, right?
Bonus action is mass healing word.
Is it?
It's a bonus
Oh
action.
shit! I didn't realize that was a bonus action. I thought that was my action.
Healing word in general just is a bonus.
Yeah.
It's great.
I haven't played a cleric in a long time, and that's the only time I've had healing spells. Can I still control Bigby's hand even though I use my bonus action?
You can use your action for a bonus action,
Okay.
but you can't use a bonus action for an action.
I want to get Sogeg's body out of there.
I mean, you might want to get Sogeg's body out of there. Sogeg is currently like huddling over Pogeg's body, so you could grab them both, I guess.
Can I try and scoop the both of them all?
Try and do the big scoop.
I'm gonna try and scoop the both of them away.
Okay, give me a d20 plus 8.
Come on.
Cool.
Yeah, that will succeed. You currently have Sogeg held in the grasping hand. You can then move it
Okay.
up to 60 feet. Would take Sogeg with them.
I'm gonna put them down here. Then I'm just gonna pat Sogeg on the head.
wipe a tear away.
I give him mini thumbs up. You see, there's not as much heart in it as normal.
The thumb's like 3/4 of the way up.
Yeah, there's not much of the thumb left.
Okay, Neil.
Neil, are them stones still here?
There are 2 stones there.
Can Neil somehow, like, either use his tail to hit one of them at it, like, or, like, somehow throw one of them as, like, a weapon?
Are they magic?
They are
They're
magic.
magic stones, yeah.
Magic stones. Okay. As he's not got opposable thumbs to be able to throw them with particular accuracy,
That's why I was like, can
I'll
he use,
say
like, his
if
tail
he
to
uses
smash it?
tail, I'll let you make the attack with disadvantage.
Okay, I'll take that.
Because he's not able to aim it as well as he would be able to, but still be able to hit it with enough force to hopefully do damage. As well as the fact that it's
Neil's
being
le-
thrown as if Scuts is throwing it, so...
Neil is learning how to play golf.
Yes. This is his first time trying golf, and you don't get the perfect drive on the first go.
So what am I doing for this?
So it's an improvised weapon attack, so just roll his either strength or dexterity.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
There we go.
That is a hit.
Wow.
So go ahead and roll. It'll be. I need to reword the spell a bit because I want to make it because it'll be affected by Scuds' epithets because it's as if Scuds had thrown it. So it would be 2d10 plus 1d6 damage.
10 plus.
1d6.
I don't know how to do that. So
Just do them
2d10.
separately. Yeah.
And a d6.
Well, that's not entirely how the spell works, but I don't care. It makes sense to me. As soon as he hits it with his mighty golf swing, it starts to go, and then all of a sudden it feels like something else has just punched it, and it picks up speed and just fires like a bullet through the center of this sandstorm.
Okay. I think that's Neil done.
He has multi-attack, so and there's one other one there.
Oh, yeah, I'll try again with it. That was his dex at disadvantage.
Either strength or dex disadvantage. That's gonna miss though.
Neil. But I rolled the d6 already to see if he gets his thing back.
And
he didn't.
that's enough. Yeah. It's dry.
And there's no more stones for him.
And then
She's still dead.
that's a successful death save. Sogeg is
Before
dead.
Pogeg, I poke him. Nope, still dead. But I also forgot. I should have. I gained 2d8 plus
Yeah, that's
16
also
health.
true. Yeah.
'Cause I was, oh my god! It's just the anger.
What?
19 health though. Oh, let's say no to that.
Oh, because you get it from Pogeg as well.
I get bloodthirsty. Yes, I was actually prepared. Down what I've got.
Is it health, or temporary health?
Health.
This is from Bloodthirst.
This is from my epithet Bloodthirsty, which is
when a
whenever
creature dies in temporary hit points.
Oh, temp. Sorry.
So you'd
I'm
pick the
actually still fine.
highest.
Then I would just take
So it'd be
10.
be 10, yeah.
10 to 10. Sorry, I'm being a dum dum. I'll take it though. I'll take it.
It's still good.
That's annoying. I'm gonna put it on. 'Cause my temporary hit points at the moment is my is affected on time.
Yeah, put it on your normal one. I know that your temporary hit points is how you're tracking your cursed epithet.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Scuds, we're on to you.
Okay, well, clearly the rocks helped. So bonus action, we're gonna use Magic Rock again. It's a cantrip, so I think I can just use it
Yeah.
each turn if that's working. So she makes 3 more stones. So, question. Does a magic item thrown count as a magical attack?
Yes, it is a magic item. Those strange
So-
items, the ones that usually have like a spell effect attached to them. The granny bag's the one that's just got a bunch of stuff in it.
Yes. So I'd like to grab one of the strange items. I know I can only grab one,
Yeah.
but I'd like to grab it and throw it.
Oh, so you're not going to use it to cast the spell from it? You're just going to
No,
lob.
I wanted to know if I throw this item that is magical, if it will do damage to this creature.
Go ahead and make a improvised weapon attack roll. Because it does say specifically. Okay, if we're going to do it that way. So you pull out this very delicate, tiny crystal butterfly and lean back and then throw it with all force. And as soon as it leaves your fingers, its ability triggers and you cast Locate Object. So go ahead and tell me something you want to find.
I want to find stone and fire rocks buddies.
Okay, I need to remember what Locate Object does.
For the love of God, I'm so sorry if it starts flying off and your barbarian just wanders away after a butterfly.
Describe a name or object that's familiar to you. You sense the direction of it so long as it's within 1,000 feet of you. And you know if it's in motion. The spell can locate, but not known to you as long as you've seen it up close.
Oh.
Objects of a particular character. No, it would work. Okay. The nearest one of those would be, I would probably say about 100 feet straight down. Not directly straight down, but in a very distinctly downward direction.
As in, like, Scott should start digging.
That's in underground, yes.
Oh. She's gonna scratch her head. That definitely didn't work.
But that was your action to cast locate object.
Yeah. Oh.
And a bonus action to make the magic things, which thankfully was a cantrip, so you could have done both. Yeah, Brandon. Okay, Bennett.
I'll use my movement to just put an X in the sand where I'm standing.
That's yes.
Treasure buried here. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, Bennett.
Bennett can do without getting range with this
He
thing.
may have to get up close and start stabbing, but he might be really good at stabbing this thing for reasons.
Bennett.
I mean, you've already you've already killed one party member at this thing. It'd be fine. You won't be able to kill anybody else. I'm trying to remember what is. Got the stabby sword.
I think Bennett is gonna cast haste on himself.
Okay.
So got speed doubled, 2 to his AC.
Go fast, man, and he gets an extra action each turn. But if you take the attack action with it, you can only attack once, even if you've got multi-attack.
He is gonna go in.
Goes home.
Attack with his main weapon.
So Soul Reaver is his main
Soul
weapon, and then
Reaver.
usually in his offhand he'll have the Demon Spine Whip.
Okay. He's gonna Soul Reaver.
Okay. He
Attack or
wouldn't
anything.
get sneak attack. Right. He slashes deep with Soul Reaver, causing quite a significant chunk of sand to come free of the strange creature that sort of scatters off before reshaping.
That's concerning.
Let me just quickly. There we go.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Maybe they're friendly.
Could be, you never know. It did come off this guy.
So, is there anything else Bennett can do this turn?
Hasted, aren't you? So you could attack again.
No, because he used the action to cast haste.
Oh,
The action was to cast
You can
haste.
bonus action attack with the whip. You just wouldn't get the. You wouldn't get the plus from his dexterity, I believe. I can't remember. Two weapon fighting is always weird.
You lose your.
Is it the proficiency bonus or is it the ability score bonus you lose? I can't remember which one you do.
You roll it straight and you only get proficiency, I believe.
Okay, so make a demon spine with attack and we'll work it out.
He has dual wielder.
Oh,
I don't know
if he's got dual
does
wielder,
anything.
then he rolls it normally. I didn't realise he had dual wielder.
Yeah, apparently he's got dual wielder.
Must have taken that right at the beginning.
So just Demon Spine Whip now?
Yeah, just Demon Spine Whip, that's in his offhand as his bonus action. Okay, that is another whopping 22 points of damage as another chunk of sand separates and reforms into a creature seemingly made like almost like a humanoid wolf or canine of some kind made out of solidified sand. Let me actually put that there. Get the
Oh.
yeah, that's what they seem to look like.
This might be vampires.
Oh my god.
They've
That's
got veins.
cool.
And also the main guy you're fighting while I'm sharing the images of them. So there's this humanoid figure at the centre of this huge whirling sandstorm, and the parts, the big chunks that you separate, seem to form these smaller jackal-headed creatures made of more solid chunks of sand.
I think that's all Bennett.
That's
can
everything for
do.
Bennett. So Zolk, we're on to you.
Bucket of fire!
Oh, that reminds me. What's the AC of the bucket of fire?
That is a good question. One moment.
Because if it's lower than 14, it should have taken damage before.
18.
Okay, then it's fine.
Damn.
And its hit points is 5 times my level.
Okay.
It's immune to poison
So,
and
hold on.
psychic.
So it's at 18 AC, and
Yep.
then 4 times your level, which would be 32.
And it's immune to poison and psychic, if that matters.
It might do. Again, I'll try and make dedicated tokens for stuff like this in Bigby's hand. Now that I remember that you can do these things.
Sometimes the fire bucket's good. It just wasn't underwater.
Yeah, that is reasonable. So, fire bucket. What's
Fire
it do?
bucket.
Where's it going?
At the big thing still.
At the big thing still. Okay. It passes. So it only takes half.
And then... What am I doing? I'm a bit short on the good old spells. Unless I decide to use first levels. Which I have nothing good prepared. No, not that one. 40, I go 30. Pain. I'll come over here and grab a rock and throw the rock.
Okay. Who are you throwing a rock at?
This dude.
You gonna throw it at the new dude? Okay. Go ahead and just roll either strength or dexterity.
I'm good at both of those. There you go.
Not a saving throw.
Oh, right. Straight strength.
Oh no,
Button.
that is straight strength.
Okay.
Because you've not got proficiency in strength saving throws. So yeah, go ahead and then roll 2d10 plus 1d6.
2d10. How do I add d6? I'll just type it.
Okay, as you bean a hole through the shoulder of this Nubian and take a chunk of sand with it. It is definitely a hit.
Right, that is everything for me.
Okay, well, it's its turn, and it's not happy that it got a stone thrown at it, so guess what it's going to do?
Be nice.
As it leaps on forward and swipes at you twice with disadvantage. Oh. And misses both times.
I didn't even have to make nuisance a use.
Okay. And next is the other one that comes up close to Sogeg. Right, so just quickly. Not a disadvantage for this one. But it turns and faces you before sort of bowing its head and then moving on to try and slap Zolk around.
I like this guy. He's all right. I'm not sure why a high intelligence. He's just big brained me, and I don't understand it. I like it.
No. Okay. Also, just can't hit the awfulness that is Zolk.
And even if you could, you'd have to try again.
Sogeg's rage.
Sogeg.
Bound. I'm not sure if because my Pogeg's dead, because my new best friend just missed Zolk. I just pick up his little body. Now let out a little. As first, I call forth the magic symbol of Pogis first, as I form the shield of faith. I'm sorry, Bigsby's hand, but I've got vengeance to retrieve.
You putting Sogeg, Pogeg in the pocket?
You bringing Pogeg with you?
Yeah, he's in my pocket. Listen, we ride or die. We ride or die, actually, here.
Apparently, you still ride even when die.
You hear faint in the distance that one sad song from a Fast and Furious and Vin Diesel saying that Pogeg will be forever man.
Family.
As I'm going to do a cheeky old stab at this guy. Do I get... Would I get thingy with him? He's fairly big, but...
Well, flanking, yes, you would do.
Yes. As I stab. Did
Okay.
it hurt me last? Did it hurt me last time? It did.
Oh yeah, you would have advantage, yeah, but
Yes. It is not a humanoid, really, right?
it is not a humanoid now.
I take 6 off of that first damage.
Okay, it's a 17.
Then I stab it again.
Okay.
And I will throw on my last level 2 spell slot. I will throw on level 2 smite.
Okay, go ahead and roll that one as well.
It's just 2d8.
So
isn't it?
that's,
No, it's 3d8. It's 3d8.
I believe it would be 48 because it is an undead.
Oh! Another height. That's for killing Sogeg!
So that would be what 26.
Why did I hear skunk gag?
34.
You hear what you need to hear.
34. So 50 points from that, and then it's plus 4 times 8. So that's
82.
82 points of damage. I was too busy doing maths to hear the joke. I'm sad.
For Sogeg. Always been my brother.
And that's going to be knocked off him.
Is he dead?
He is not dead. No.
You just hear a subtle shit. Ah, fuck. Next to this thing now. Damn it.
Counted it was scaled for us.
Anything
Okay.
else?
I have +2 AC now, so that's a good thing.
That is good.
I just brace for a spanking, honestly.
That is reasonable. As the new one that's just been summoned in. Let's see if.
Look at it and just say, try and hit
Okay,
me.
yeah, he's gonna try and hit you.
Try.
But first, he's
try.
gonna have a brainwave and sand step over there. Just collapse into the sandstone beneath him before appearing on the opposite side, and then
Sogeg really gets scared.
going in with its claws. And okay, the 20 to hit.
I think you'll find I have a 22.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
With I am concentrating at the moment on Shield of Faith.
Yes.
Correct.
Mr. Burbles.
You know, he's gonna drop the bone.
Sorry,
and
is that
stop
the
being-
heartbroken tag on on Sogeg?
It's everything. There's a lot of motion happening right now.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Burbles.
Oh, no, you're good. Give me a second. I'm double checking something.
I shouldn't waste
He-
spell slots. I'm starting to realise. When will I learn? When? At least I got the captain killed.
Ah,
It turns
Oh.
out that even Tritons can choke on water.
Nadryn down.
mm. Can't get close enough to help.
Now, you've got these two little gremlins trying to slash its Hulk.
Oh,
Key point trying.
Trying, they do have a +5 to hit. They're just rolling really poorly.
Nah, Zog's just
okay.
They look too cool. That's the problem.
I do have my breakdancer feet on if that helps.
I can't remember what it does, but
God, you look cool.
all we know is it makes sure to verify that you're alive.
That's true. So Mr. Burbles is gonna leap forward and pounce on it and make two
The
swipes with his
First
claws.
attack misses, but the second attack connects. Are his claws magic?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. As he slashes deep into this Anubian. It is still alive, but it got slashed.
He's quite proud of himself.
I like the idea that he's still got the bone in his mouth. He's just slashing. He's going for his claws rather than trying to bite anything.
If that dragon appears right now,
He's gonna sit right in the middle. Oh God, can he fit?
He wouldn't be able
Is he too
to.
chunky?
He's too chunky.
wouldn't?
He'd have to shove everyone else out the way.
Can he try?
Uh,
Is he able to? He just wants to. I think it's touch. Yeah, I have to touch. Zulks. Either that, he has enough movement speed to move
yeah,
around.
be able to move around.
That'll just
Yeah.
be easy. And still gnawing on the bone, he's going to use his bonus action to use a loyalty point to cast Dragon's Breath
Okay.
on Zulk.
What?
And then is he
What
able
damage
to?
type are you going to pick?
It's fire.
Okay. The result can bonus action breathe fire while Mr. Burbles concentrates on it.
Oh, good. We've
Is
got
he-
two sources of flame.
Is he able to lay prone?
As part of your movement, yeah, you can just drop prone.
Yeah, so the rest of his movement, then he's just going to roll on his back like a little chinchilla and nibble on his bone.
Okay. I need to mark that he's prone to try to remember that. Okay, and then we've got the boss, who I need to... Great, okay. So he's going to try and grab a hold of Bennett. 13 to hit. He's probably going to miss.
You hurt my Bennett.
think
I will end you.
I think Bennett's AC might be wrong.
How so? Is it...
He's got a +1 cheat on. And that's 11 plus Dex, which is 16, but it's a +1.
So it should be
So that should be 17.
And then he's hasted,
He's-
so it should be 19.
He's got haste, which is 19, and he's also got dual wielder, which is a bonus to AC. +1.
Oh,
Nice.
We will try and sort that out. Remind me again once we've finished, and I'll try and fix that up. But at the very least, that misses. And he's going to try and slam into Sogeg.
Very quick before he slams into it. Before, obviously, you took 8. Did you take the damage from the first as well? Not the first crit, but the first attack.
Yes, he did take the damage from the first attack.
Nice. Didn't make a Nubian guy. Oh, is that me? At 19? I laugh at him.
And then against everyone in that range,
He's below.
a 20 to hit.
that hits the cannon.
That does hit the cannon, doing 11 slashing
Would hit Bennett.
I think that is exact Bennett's AC.
and 11 to Bennett.
I forgot how much health the.
It's
Oh, okay,
32.
that works.
There you go. So
Okay.
I've been trying to track it. Okay, and with that, we will put a pause for today in the middle of this epic combat. So, let's do our end of session wrap ups. So, everyone gets a point of piety for playing. Your divine agendas, I've kept them generic as normal just because we've not gotten to a point where we're doing anything special yet. So I'll give a no to Zolk, a yes to Bennett, a no to Scuds, a yes to Sogeg, and a yes to Nadryn. Perform a ritual sacrifice of great action in the name of your god. I think that's a no for everyone, but did you act in a way that exemplifies the ideal of your patron god? I will give a point to everyone. Story points. You get a point for playing. Did you overcome a great challenge using violent or non-violent means? Sure, I'll give you a point for killing the dragon skeleton that wasn't really that much of a threat.
Thanks.
Did you make a significant discovery or unearth some lost history?
I think we
Not-
just found Vampire.
Yeah.
If anything, we kind of like ruined history. Of destroying
Yeah, I'd almost want to take a point away from everyone for spreading these vampire ruins and missing out on lore encounters, but no, you just don't get a point for that one. Did you perform an act worthy of a new epithet? Does anyone feel they earned epithets this week?
Does crashing into something and dying count?
What did I call Reckless Driver was the one that needs an
We
upgrade.
do have that.
Yeah.
I don't think I should be allowed to keep pet snakes legally.
I'm
Sick.
definitely saying sick pythons for Sogeg, and it's probably going to be snakes within a certain distance from you automatically suffer the poisoned condition. Just completely pointless, but I don't care. Wall tippers. Would that be a party epithet, considering you work together to break that wall?
I think party epithet.
Oh yeah, you could have
Voice
targeted yourself.
Yes, I got a new thing with Pogeg this week. Completely forgot to use it.
I forgot to
I
use
didn't.
it.
I thought it was I can make Pogeg take my damage, but how much for him?
I'm gonna put Ruiner for a party epithet.
Yeah.
So everybody would at least get the point for that one. As for everyone else, I don't really think anything off the top of my head.
Not an epithet. I think it's really cool. The gust of wind was so close to being.
It was a smart idea, but then you switch to the Bigby's hand, which in itself, in fact, I'm going to note down that I need to actually make a token for Bigby's hand.
You need to get a bit better at catching things with it, though. Minor criticism.
I felt like Bigby's hand was just going to be more useful in that moment.
I mean, theoretically, it should have been.
It is what it is.
Naughty
it was good. Loyalty points for for Neil, Mr. Burbles. I will say actually, no, Poker can't gain loyalty while he's dead. Even though he's not going to be dead for long because it's Pogeg. You get a point of loyalty for playing. In fact, yeah, give points to Pogeg for these ones because he'll lose points when it comes to the health one.
Yes.
Did you fight together as one? I will give a point to everyone for that one. Did you sacrifice something for the good of your companion? I'm going to say this is the one where I'm going to have to minus. In fact, no, I'll give a point to Pogeg for this one. But what I'll do is.
I did technically kill him.
Rather than any of these, as just a standard rule for if a pet dies, not just hits 0 but dies, they'd lose a big chunk of loyalty. And did your companion perform an incredible action? I'm going to give a point to Mr. Burbles for being a bone stealer. He found that dragon bone and he kept that dragon bone. He did everything to defend that dragon bone.
He
his
learned how to play
favorite.
golf.
Yeah, he did. Actually, that was good.
Right, and going back to story points for epithets, that's 2 that we've thought of now. So we've got golfer for Neil. And bone hoarder for Mr. Burbles.
Always find the nearest bone.
Okay. And as for Pogeg losing loyalty for dying, I'll say he will lose. I think 10's reasonable, considering how much you tend to get.
Gone but not forgotten. back in about
What
one
it'll probably
session.
be is, it'll also tick off however long it takes before you resurrect him. But then again, that would be for other companions because Sogeg has a way to no longer need resurrecting. He is eternal.
He's perfectly useless. Perfectly.
Although,
He's the immovable.
again, if the goblinoid succeeds that charisma, it has to be on to the next one. And it's goblinoid, which includes bugbears and hobgoblins.
Yes. I'm gonna find a nearest bugbear village.
Well, with that, that ends today's session of Theros Chaos. Hopefully, you enjoyed either watching along, whether you watch this on the live stream on Scoutsbuds or over on the Satyr Atlas YouTube channel. Thank you everybody for playing. Thank you everyone for watching. We will likely be skipping next week as a few of our players are busy doing stuff. I can't remember what you're doing, but you're doing stuff. So
Birthday things.
birthdays. It's May. Everybody's born in May, so yeah, birthday shit's going on. But we should be back the following week. You know, it's been a bit sporadic, but we'll see if we can do something next week with who we have remaining. But we'll work something out. Yeah. Scots, anything else to add?
Yeah, if you want to catch up on the VODs for all the previous shenanigans, I just booped the links over there. Other than that, thank you so much. I think you covered everything else. We will return for more chaos after a short break. Thank you all so much. Take care, have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.